Good day, Lords and Ladies. Welcome back to Rimworld Medieval Far From Home. I believe on, I think it's episode 6. We have been here nearly half a year. And we are entering fall, well, actually, we're not entering fall, we're coming out of fall, entering winter, so we do need to sort of prioritise food supplies and have things stored away. We have a quest that's about to expire in 7 hours, which is to help Huang, yeah. Unfortunately, he's 74 years old. We don't know his religion. I know we're charitable, but he could have really bad stats or really bad health conditions at that age, and it would eat our resources. Plus, we're going to get attacked by fairly competent people, so I am going to reject it. It will give us... no, we have no priest, that doesn't help. Who needs warm clothes? Those two need warm clothes. I thought I had orders to make more cloaks going on. Yeah, winter cloaks. We're trying to convert Frog to Catholicism. If we can get some cloaks going, that would be fine. So, what is the game plan? First game plan is... harvest the remaining food stocks, because winter is upon us. And what's our growing period? Yeah, so winter's definitely upon us. No more stuff will grow, so we need to harvest as much of this stuff as possible for the winter months, in case we get a really hard winter. So we've got to tell them not to do that. Got to turn the speed up. We have no priest. We need someone that has... The thing with the priest is that you need someone that has good social skills. We may have to make faith into a lay preacher. I mean, you had nuns in the medieval period. You didn't have priests, so you didn't get female priests, I don't think. Not my whole, especially not in medieval Catholicism. You definitely didn't get female priests in medieval Catholicism. You did get monks, I would say technically nuns. You did get nuns, so we could do that. Make her a nun. I think what I will also do, so I keep on pausing the game when I mean to just turn it to speed 1, so we can constantly get some movement. I am going to expand this. So let's go like that. Yeah, that will make people unhappy. That's fine. We're going to get this built up. Turn this into more of a living space for the animals. Let's go. I'm going to have to bite the bullet, because they're all unhappy about not having a priest. So we've got to basically make her... she's going to be our lay cleric, or like a nun. Well, not nun because she's married, but basically a lay preacher. So let's have that take the role. So she gets that. So it will allow us to basically do some things. For example, we can do convert. Small chance of doing it, but it should help along the path to converting him to the true faith. Yeah, see, there we go. Failed in the conversion attempt, but it's dropped down to 32, which is fantastic. They're building this up. How looks to be the food situation? Not great. We need to expand this out. So they can have a bit more food in the winter months. And if push comes to stuff, I'll just have to... Yeah, the soup is rotting away, which is... the thing I was worried about. I mean, to be honest, I should probably consider moving our food from there out into the cave system where we don't have to, where it's naturally chilled. I mean, also, if I was being honest, I could probably drop in. We do have passive coolers which work to help keep the temperature down. I'm just worried about having a lot of mining. I may have to do it though, just to give us some storage room for food. I don't like doing it because bugs are our worst enemy. We've got wood storage. I mean, to be honest, I could, if I was being really honest, let's just take this block out. We can turn this into an improvised food repository. That's got to go there. I got enough wood for proper doors, so I'm going to put proper doors in as well. Right, so that's all stacked up. We're going to build... I used the wrong gate. That's a shame. It'll do the same job. I can always take it out later. I like the more like natural looking stuff to this, if I'm being honest. So I think what I will do, just because I like it all being the same, I will just take it out. It'll take 2 seconds. Better doors are useful because they will allow us to keep heat in. I believe they have better heat retention. Right. The animal situation is becoming problematic. Now, what do we want? With the animals, you can go down to here and set manage auto slaughter. We are going to keep the bison, but with the donkeys, I want to have 1 adult donkey, 1 juvenile male donkey, well, so 1 adult male donkey, 1 juvenile male donkey, and with females, we're going to do a maximum of 3 adult females and 2 juvenile females. So we don't have a ton of them, but it will mean that we don't have too many, because I have done playtests, and it very quickly you snowball with the animals in this game. Right, clay bricks are coming along fine. So I keep on pausing. Raw clay bricks are coming along fine. We need to... What are they doing? They're taking that down, so let's just speed up. Let's just keep time ticking over. And then we'll go structure. Are they taking it out? What is here? Miscellaneous. There you go. Fencing. There we go. What we'll also want to do is we'll also want to put man traps up around the edges of this to keep wild animals from wandering into our grazing pasture and eating our food or hunting our animals during... This is the thing that really concerns me, is that we probably at some point want to wall off this area completely with a physical wall, because what will happen is that during the winter months our animals will become the target of predation. More weapons. Let's just quickly jump to them. So what do we get? Ooh, actually that's pretty good. What's he's researching? He's researching something. Don't care about that right now. I want you to go to... Can't we? Why can't he? Oh, because he can't haul, perhaps? Okay, so... Yes, you'll never do hauling. You're resting. Prioritize hauling. The scalpel I don't care so much about. What's he refueling? No, he's going all the way around there for that. Okay, scalpel is not the be all and end all for me. So let's get that done. Her stuff is coming along. I probably want to do a leader speech at some point. Yeah, probably a leader speech to help Al. We also have stuff like work drive, which allows us calling a person to work harder for some time. I should have probably done that with her researching, to be honest. Combat commands as well is useful when we get into a combat situation. I have to remember to pop these things. That's the main issue I always have. Right. So we have food being made. We do need to get this food in. One thing I do need to make is I do need to make some food storage racks. The problem is it takes wood, which is the expensive thing I do not have a lot of. Prioritize hauling that. Yeah, so things we need to do. She's doing research. Don't we have the materials to make any more clothes? Maybe not. Unfortunate. Yeah. Make winter clothes. 80 ingredients. But 84. Yeah, and we're a bit short on materials for it. Plain leather, pig skin. What animals do we have left in the world? We have some yaks we could hunt. Hunt a yak. That actually might be useful. Wild boars would give us pig skin, which we could use to make some cloaks. That would be good. Okay. Also, I'd forgotten he was being forced to use. This is the thing. I had forgotten that they were all being forced to use steel arrows, which we need to put back in the rack. So he's got to go off and do a bit of hunting for pigskin. Right. That's coming along. She's doing research. What is our current research project? Smoked foods. That'd be actually quite good to have, because it means we could preserve meat and keep it stored away. Yeah. There's some arrows. I mean, you can turn off the arrows, like, lying on the floor, but I like having it because it's just useful, because otherwise you run out of the good quality stuff really quickly. Right. They're doing that. Quick chase faith is your... No, conversion is still up. 46%. Okay. So, have that. Everyone has some food stored away. Solar flare doesn't bother us. We need warm clothes, which is fine. She's making another cloak, which is fantastic. Which means we must have enough. We must have had enough materials to make another pigskin. Yeah. Raccoon is bleeding out. Probably going to go off to the yaks next. One thing we could also do storage-wise is make meat hooks, tall metal frames with several hooks hanging from chains. A simple crank allows hoisting several hanging things into the air, a way to store the dead bodies of fellow animals you have killed before cutting them up and consuming their flesh, you monster. You can only fit so many giant bodies on it. Okay. So that's probably what we want to do. We also want to keep an eye on our wood situation so we don't get too low. We also need to harvest all this. A raccoon walked into our trap. How unfortunate. But you can see these traps are very useful for catching creatures during the winter months. That's a good point. How many... Oh dear. That warg. Its jaw is shattered, so it can't eat anything anymore. I will tell someone to go and grab it because a muffalo is a really big chunk of meat. So, that's dug out. So, very quickly, structure, production. Going to take some of our ceramic bricks. And we are going to make a bit of a food storage area. Just means that we have somewhere we can put the food and somewhere we can keep it cool. I will also tell them to mine out one more spot here where the two coolers can go in, here and here, and we'll have storage for meals and for animal product, like for animal carcasses. So there we go. Allow it to do all that stuff. Yeah, as you can see, the food will dry eventually if at its own pace if we can keep it from rotting, but it will rot really quickly. So we need to get that done. Okay, that stuff is done here. So what we want to do, orders, deconstruct, that. This will turn all of this area into a pen for the animals, which is fantastic for us. Conversion. Faith tried to convert Frog to her own ideology. Frog was convinced and changed his ideology. Faith was successfully turned Frog from delirious eaters towards Catholicism. Fantastic, Frog. Now, that should make you a bit happier. Led by Spiritualist. I thought he's converted, so ate no cannibal meal. Is that always going to be a problem? Ah, yeah, because until we could convert him to our side. Right, let's recruit him. He was heretical, but now he is a believer of the true faith. So, his right arm has been cut off, though, so he's not going to be good for anything. See, look, he's moving, manipulation is down. I can't even give him a prosthetic. He's not really good for anything besides cleaning and bulk hauling. And the reason I'm going to turn him into a colonist is because, to be honest, I don't have the manpower to keep a serf around. Because you need someone really dedicated to... I suppose we could have him as a serf. I mean, he can't put up much of a fight. So yeah, let's enslave him. We'll have him as just a general serf. So with that opened up, yeah, our food supply goes much higher now. 3%, like 3.01. So now we don't have as much issues with that. We will need to put traps down because of the animals. We also need to do some stuff like, I think we have enough materials to make some more hand tools. So if we get someone started on making some hand tools, that food needs to get brought in. It's frozen, not going off. Right, that's done. The problem is when you can't see what's going on in the darkness, it means it limits your ability to sort of plan. Which is why I tend to put torches up just so I can see what's going on. But working by the light and setting of the sun is fine. Do we have any outstanding contracts? Logging site, family work site uncovered. Sorry, farming work site uncovered. Sit from the stars. We could use that to get home. Hitting structural cache. Terrible structure. Yeah, so in 14 hours we can tear this down. And we have some stuff that's useless to us, unfortunately. We have a great bow. I think we can make... No. I have got to remember. Wood, steel, that's it. No gold. Stop using up our gold, please. We really can't afford to lose any of it. I mean, we have some jade out in the mine. We have some jade and stuff floating around we can dig, so it's not as big a loss as it could be. But even so, please. Please, for the love of all things holy. Stop using up our precious gold. Right. Once that's done, we've got to tear it down for the wood. Wood situation is looking a bit drastic. Yeah, see, the plant's starting to die because of the cold temperature. And people are going to start shivering and stuff in this cold. the growth, the heal root's okay, but like the onions and stuff, yeah, see, the onion stuff are dying off now. I really need to be really, really careful of predation from animals. So what I'm going to do is, well, first things first, let's drop it down to speed 1. We need, this is all cleared out, fantastic. So we're going to put a couple of things of storage. We've got to put a meal tray rack in here, which means that our colonists will just grab it from the meal tray rack and take it from the meal tray rack into here. So there's a lot that's moving about. We're going to put baskets, and we're going to go... What do you mean not enough stored? Clay bricks. It's okay. We've got enough metal floating about. I will just do that. I'll go one meat hook, and yeah, one thing like that. I thought they'd be bigger, but they're quite tiny. As it stands right now, temperature-wise, it's not an issue. I will put a couple ones in here just to keep it constant. Once you get it all set up, it's fine. Okay. I will also go temperature and go event. And I will forbid their constructions for now. See, here we go. We want critical, no human corpses, just animal corpses. And you can store, I don't know how many you can store. Right, so that's done. Warg's in a bad state. Where are the yaks? Yak attack. That arrow, I'm not going to bother collecting. I will kill a yak. What's wrong with you? Going for a walk? No. Okay, there's no empty space to help store foodstuffs. Okay. Making clothes. As always, it comes down to a lack of resources. So, if we can convert Frog into a serf, he's not good at anything, but we can just get him just to hauling stuff about. Yeah, a couple more days and these things will be fully sort of set. Well, not set, basically. They will be sort of dried out enough to do something. More weapons. A hatchet. At the end of the day, yeah, it's okay. Did we obviously have killed the yak. Is it in storage? Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe we've already butchered it for meat. Right. So here we go. We've got to put... And that's where all our raw meat is going to go. Take all the raw meat out of there. It should keep for longer, yeah. In these cold bits of the cave, it will last a bit longer. I mean, to be honest, I will actually turn on one of those passive coolers to drop the temperature in here a bit. Right. And that should give it a little bit of time. It should drop the temperature down. There we go. So that's all coming along. How's the wood situation? Need more wood. I mean, to be honest, what I could do, it takes so much time though, is go auto cut and go, Yeah, burn bush, not dandelions. Oak poplar trees, and do that. And when it ticks over, it will collect all these things here, tell us to cut all these things, which will take time, but it will work. Right. As I said, well, I did say that the beginning of like this kind of style of play is quite challenging. It's slow. Your people are having to do a lot like they would have had to have done in the medieval period. So they're nice and frozen. That's all tickety-boo. Can we rip this historical? Yeah, you've completed this quest. Okay, so fine. Right, orders destruction of this because I want the wood back. In hindsight, probably could have turned it into something useful, like maybe a storage shed for raw resources. But I want to keep everything very compact. Ah, yeah, that was my mistake. We dropped the roof on his head and he's got cut. That's actually really bad. Frog, where are you going, mate? No. No, sorry, not Frog, it's Joanne. Where are you going? Self-tend man. Or Faith. What are you doing, you fool? Okay, yeah, there you go. He's going back there. He's got a nasty cut in his neck. We need to get him treated right now because he's got to wait. He's got to die in 4 hours. No, we can't lose him. My goodness gracious me. As I said, AI can be a bit dipsy at times, so let's just hope he doesn't get an infection from that. Okay, we enslaved Frog. So Frog's now enslaved. You're going to basically be sleeping in the rest of the bunk room. Needs... Yeah, I'm not going to give you any weapons. Sorry, mate. That's actually a good point. I need to set up a permitted stuff for him. We so call it surf. So no drugs for you. You are allowed to have one medicine on your body to basically do that. You're allowed to have one meal. And that is what you're going to have, Frog. You're going to have the surf status. You're going to be set to... You can't do anything useful. So just... We haven't got any fishing up. Yeah, clean, hauling, and handle. And that's it. That's all you can do. I'm not going to trust you with a weapon. I'm not going to trust you with anything. You're just going to bring stuff about. You're just going to... Can you cut anything at all, Frog? You can't grow. I will turn you on for them because you're terrible, but it's just basic stuff that I need to basically get done. I don't want to bother with my own people doing it. So you can spend time chopping down trees and the like. Actually, to be honest, you're so bad at it, and what I want you to do now is just sort of clean and haul stuff. Save my people from actually doing any real physical work. That stuff needs to get put in storage, so we need to actually... Yeah, I'm going to have to bite the bullet. I don't like using my wood for this because it takes so much wood, but that should help reduce how much space we need to carry stuff into. So, get that done. That can be storage, critical vegetables and animal products. Copy setting. pace setting. And what they would do is they'll stack everything in there. So what's he unhappy with? Rejected joiner in danger. Okay. He's sweaty. Okay. Why is he sweaty? Because he's got the cloak. And he's sleeping in the heat. Well, you'll be happy when we're outside, innit? Okay. Probably what I need to do is... Actually, that's a good point. Preach health. Come on. Wake up. Okay, we'll go... Do that, so you can go and preach health to him. You've already... fine, we'll do it next day. Right. So we got him to join. He's fully... joiner's fully healed now, which is fine. Minor blood loss. We'll turn auto repair on for stuff in our little... Yeah. Right. So there we go. All our food is stacked away on storage in basically wooden food baskets, which is fine for us. It did use a lot of our wood though. The reason I prefer this storage mod to other storage mods is because it just looks more believable. I don't like having the large stacks. I'd rather just have, say, like storage baskets and boxes and stuff like that. There we go. So that's done. He's fairly useless. I'm just getting him to haul all the stuff we cut down because that's the main issue we're having. And I just want a gopher. I just need a serf. Ironically enough, because with someone there we go, smoked foodstuffs, excellent. We've got a mad rat though, who's coming for us. Right, your orders are always going to be to flee. What did we have the others set to? I mean, Faith can defend herself if the case is right. I've got to turn her to melee because he can fight. Roderick, though, is not... he's got a sword. One rat won't be a problem for us right now. And I don't want to set us all... So what... Is that... Where is this rat? There you go. I mean, are you going to be just like a ginormous pain? It's like a single rat. Right. Okay, we've got no research either. Okay. So, what do we want to do? Food condiments. Primitive armor might be good to get. Bridges. You can zoom out with the research mod that I have with you. Basically, is shift and hold down shift and use the mouse wheel. What do we want? Basic furniture is good. We can't use drugs. That sounds like the rat has been taken care of. What do we want? Methodical research is probably what we want, or simple games. Okay, let's go simple games for higher morale, and then go with methodical research. Embraziers also would be really good. Actually, to be honest, I know exactly what we need to get. We need to go methodical research, which will take a bit of time. Then we go games. Then we need to pick up ice production and primitive armor. Ice production is really good because it will allow us, well, it's a very useful one to pick up because it will allow us to, if we grow any sort of hay grass, we can help turn it into ice. which will then be beneficial for us. Okay. Wait, why is the temperature suddenly? This is the issue I have. Build roof. Because I thought that would be high enough. We're going to lose a lot of our food if we're not careful. I was hoping that this would... Yeah, pork rotted away. And this, folks, and this is why when we go down to production, where is it? Maybe I haven't researched the... I've researched... Let's see. Where was... We had food preservation. There we go. Smokehouse. So... We can do it with fire pit. It's really like inefficient, but we can do it on a fire pit. Furniture. Yeah, there we go. Stone hearth, that can be useful. We can now use that. Where is it? Ironically, what tends to happen is some stuff is like gate locked behind other research, which is always frustrating. I cannot see it. That is really annoying. Okay. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time for stuff to kick in. Yeah, we can't make stews there. Okay, I think we're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way, which is a bit unfortunate because I dislike doing it. But we will have to do it out here in the cave. And we'll go furniture. Give us a basic, no, just a basic, yeah, square chair. Yeah, more meat is rotting away. We do need to get yeah, it's just a thing. Like, food went off. If you didn't have an easy way of having food preservation, so fine meals, hearty stews, lavish meals, simple meals, simple stews, simple soups. Oh yeah, and weak stews. Right, we're just gonna have to do it this way. Right, okay. Right, that's done. Winter's almost upon us. So that's gonna be done soon. Only he needs clothes. Are the yaks still here? Yeah, the yaks are still wandering about. I'm going to hunt the 2 yaks. And we'll speed up the time quickly. Yeah, winter has begun. So. Collect that. Someone can pick up the rat. Food situation is okay. Metal is becoming a slight issue. We're going to have to start quarrying some soon. Or mining some, I should say. Hopefully we have enough food stored away for winter. If not, we'll have to go out and pick berries and the like. which will take time. I'm not a fan of it, but it will take time. Okay. Right, that's up and going. What we can do now is cook jerk meats. That's what we want to do, and we want to do it 10 times because we want to turn all of our meat into jerked meat. As you can see, there goes our dead yak. We're going to make jerk meat. It's not the best meat in the world, but it will do. It lasts a very long time, especially if we can keep it at cold temperatures. Eventually someone will come along and they make the hand tools. Now, the reason we wanted the hand tools to be made is for production, because what we need to do is we need to set up a basic smithy. We need to get an industrial base going, and we need to get some things in that category done. And for that, I am going to have to do something I didn't really want to do, which is I'm going to have to expand out, cut this out, turn this into a basic workshop. Because you want to have, it's ironic, but you want to have your fuel near to your furnaces. Well, it's not ironic; it's sensible. We could either do it there, or I could probably set it up somewhere here. I mean, I really don't want to be using these caves overly in case we spawn insects. I mean, we could put the furnace, the forges around the furnace and the forges around here. But then the issue we would have is that they'd have to come all the way around here to do anything, which I'm not a huge fan of. I mean, or we could build a structure outside the walls. Yeah, we've got clay bricks. They're turning all that into food. They're digging all that out. He's hauling wood. So that's coming along in an okay state. Was there anything else immediate that we needed to get done with our wood? Oh yes, there was one last thing. Security. We need animal traps. Because we have to scare away predators. And it's going to use a good chunk of our wood, but it saves us having to worry about things coming along in the winter and eating all of our animals. Right, we've got 2 yaks on the block. Ooh, we've got a low psychic drone. What are we not assigned to cooking? Did I turn her off cooking? Oh, I did turn her off cooking. Yeah, we'll get her just to butcher the buffalo. And let's just quickly I'm just going to speed up time and get her to do some of these tasks to get them out of the way now. Hygiene is becoming an issue. I'm probably going to have to set our serf to basically take care of it. Okay. Surf, what are you doing? You're all the way around there. Okay, fine. Get here. Prioritize cleaning up all the wood. And what's this? Oh, that's a basic hand axe. You were handling that, were you? Well, good for you. No, you can prioritize hauling that. You go to bed when I tell you to go to bed. My colonists may sleep, but you need to work. What the? Brigands from the exterminator's plan have arrived nearby and approach multiple angles. They will prepare for a while, then attack, pay defenses, or preemptive strike. Oh boy, this is actually really bad. There's a lot of them. So, This is gonna get really challenging. We may have to actually. Oh boy, has he got a grenade? Frag grenades. Okay, yes, that's terrifying. That's definitely something to be terrified about for next episode. So what has he got? Sword, Molotov cocktails. Oh boy. Yeah, this could spell the end for our colony right now. Those hand grenades. I might actually have to aggressively go out and kill this guy. I don't know. Oh dear. This is really bad. Our campaign may have ended before it even began, folks. Oh dear. But that's for next time. I've been Cornish-Knight. This has been Rimworld Medieval Far From Home, and things have got really, really dangerous. And I shall see you all again next time. Goodbye.